Hi, this is Amazing Dave, and I'm here today to talk about Samsung TV and the problem with being able to control the volume on the TVs. We have a 55-inch. It's just bought within the last couple of years, and there's many posts and questions on the site, Samsung and other blog areas where people are trying to figure out. There's a bunch of information on the internet. Some of it does work. There's resets for the TV, resets for the remote, resyncing, resets to the Wi-Fi, all kinds of stuff. And I tried them all. One of them would work. Another one maybe work a different time. And but in the end, as many people had said, you get it working, and then a day or two later it would stop working again, and I couldn't control the volume from the regular remote, which I showed you. This one that's here. Okay, so after playing around with this thing for a long time and being extremely frustrated with the thing, we finally believe that we nailed down what the real problem is. Apparently, I'm guessing that there was a change in the firmware. Samsung probably updated the firmware to the TV at some point, and we weren't aware of that, and everything changed. Since the time we bought the TV, we were able to use the standard remote that came with the Samsung. It is not a smart remote, it's just the standard remote. We used that. We also used a DirecTV remote control, and we also have used another generic remote control, and they all worked fine, and there wasn't any problems until more recently. I would say maybe 3 months ago or so. So, and as of the date here today, it is April 10th, so 2021. So you can get an idea. We whenever that update was a few months ago. So, but the issue seems to be that the Samsung TV kind of self-syncs itself to certain remotes. Apparently it's able to sense what remote you have and then try to adjust itself to that remote. So let me show you something here first. Let me turn this around. I'm going to show you the remotes. Okay, this is the Samsung standard remote that comes with our TV, came with our TV, and it's the only one we've ever used, this style. There are many different styles, but that's the one we're talking about, okay? Now, the remote that we've been using with it at the same time that's been working is this one from DirecTV, this style. And there, again, are different styles. This remote does not normally come with the ability to do things like fresh out of the box. You wouldn't be able to control your TV, but you can program it, and the DirecTV people programmed our remotes so that they would work, and later we were able to program one ourselves, or a couple of them ourselves, with information that's on the internet, okay? And the other remote that we use in-house is this one here. It's an older, just generic remote. All of these worked to turn the TV on and off, and also to change the volume over months, over a year, or maybe two. Okay, but all of a sudden one day, when we were using these other remotes, we could no longer use the standard remote. When we tried to change the volume, it would go up maybe one or possibly two steps, down a step maybe, and that just kind of froze there. You couldn't vary it more than one or two. And if you tried to use the remote, if you tried to use the mute on it, it would mute it, but it wouldn't show up the little icon on the screen that says that it was muted, and you couldn't unmute it. It would stay muted until you turned the TV off and turned it back on. Okay, so one of the things that Samsung has said, and it is on some blogs, I'll come back maybe to these other remotes later, they're not that important now, is that if you point the remote control to the TV and get close to its sensors, prefer that you get close to the sensor on the TV, which is usually in the bottom right corner. And there's a little red light that flashes down there on the TV. I don't have the TV in this room, but it's not really that important to see the TV. If you have a TV, you know what it looks like. So anyway, you should get it within like a foot or two of that little sensor. I've done it from 12 feet away and it still works, so it's up to you. But if you press the on button, this red button, the power button, and while the TV is on, if you press it down and hold it on, again, this information's on the internet, as one of the fixes, to hold that down until the TV goes off. And you keep holding it down until the TV comes back on. When it comes back on, occasionally it'll shut itself back off again, and then you have to restart it. What you're looking for is when the TV comes on, it should come up with letters that say, hey, smart TV or something that way. And it will go to the default input. So no matter what you had it set for before, that default on your TV will come up to whatever the factory default is, which is usually the antenna input, not the HDMI. So you can tell when it resets, because it won't be set where you had it before. You'll have to change the input, and you get that, as I say, that verbiage that comes up on the screen first that you don't usually see because the TV's reset. Once you do that, then your volume and things will work normally on your remote. So you think everything's fixed, right? And that's great, and you go forward. And so the common thing is, okay, now it works. Now I'm going to grab my other remotes and I'm going to use them. And so you grab one of these other ones, you adjust the volume, and it seems to work okay the first time. And then things start messing up again, and you go back to your standard remote and you try to adjust the volume, and the volume doesn't work anymore again. And then you have to go back through the reset issue again in order to make it work. And the problem is that the fix really is don't use these. If you use any generic remote now on one of the later Samsung TVs, it will mess the thing up. And I haven't found one yet that works correctly. I'm not sure if you could use two of these if you had another one. I doubt that kind of, but maybe the Samsung original one you could, but certainly not any of the other generic remotes. The TV thinks that it's a different remote that you have. If you try to use it, it will try to sync to it, and it'll pick the wrong one, and you won't be able to use the standard original ones again. Okay? Now that you got the fix, here's the thing. Samsung apparently has come up with other remotes, so you can have different ones. There are smart remotes. I believe some of those you can do voice commands, and they'll go through Wi-Fi, through the Wi-Fi system. They're able to do much more than the standard remote. So Samsung TVs have to know which remote you have, and when you pick a generic remote, it messes up and thinks that you're using, probably thinking it's using one, that you are using one of those other remotes, like a smart remote or so forth, and it adjusts itself to that remote, and then the original remote doesn't work anymore. It's not synced to it anymore. So you have to do that reset in order to get it back. So reset it, make it work, and then disable your other remotes, throw them in the other room in a drawer someplace, and don't ever use one of those other remotes, because as soon as you touch that volume control or other controls on a generic remote of any kind, you're going to mess the system up and you won't be able to use your standard remote. So there it is. That's the fix. Hopefully that all works out for you. And this is Amazing Dave saying, have a good day.